Pleasant good morning. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name is Marlon Bledman. I am one of the truck sales guys here at our Fredrick location. And today I want to bring to you a brand new unit to the lot. It's a 2024 Freightliner M2 106 Summit hauler conversion. This one is the 2024 Plus model of the Freightliner line. We do have a couple 24s, that's just the regular. And then we moved over to all the rest coming in to be Plus models. And the reason why we decided to go with the Plus models, there's so many safety added features to the Freightliner, and those come in very handy. And especially, with all the traffic you get, in this day and age, a lot of people buy vehicles, a lot of people are on the road a lot. So having those safety features, like simple, with the cruise control, you have adaptive cruise control, automatic braking. So all that stuff is now integrated into those Freightliners. So I'm going to point out some of the new features on this truck, and of course what to compare with the regular 106s. There are some stuff that has shifted around in terms of where some of the fuses are, even when it comes to the sensors and where the plates are. I'm going to point that out to you right now. So let's go up front and check out what is changed on the front end of it. So as normal, you got your visor up top, chrome visors with your dual air horns on top there. As we come down, we do have that two-piece grill instead of three pieces, and you guys can see why, but I'll point that out in a little bit. But again, the Summit hauler grill up front, designed by the C9 company. They does an amazing job with our grills. And with all the grills they do an amazing job. You could even get customized grills through them as well. Coming down here, the reason why that third grill is not here yet, you do have one of those sensors down here, and that's why the plate had to be shifted to the driver's side to allow you to mount your plate up there. Again, the same three-piece bumper. Again, if any piece of those are damaged, you can't be able to replace that particular piece. So moving on to the headlights, you do have LED headlights on this one. And with the Plus model, that kind of differentiate, the regular to the Plus model, you will see this grille now. It will be black with that chrome piece right here. If you ever see one of those trucks pass you, or motorhomes with that type of side grille on the fender, that is the Plus model. So that's the new design that differentiate, where you could actually see, oh, this is a Plus model Freightliner. Coming down here, we do have Michelin tires as normal, 255 80R 22.5s. And again, we're gonna check underneath the hood. So right now, what you guys are looking at is the Cummins, which you will find on all Freightliners. The Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It's also partnered with the Allison 6-speed automatic transmission. Again, the same 350 horsepower, 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. Again, you still have your fuel filter, water separator located in the same area, your power steering fluid. What's a little different, you won't find fuses on that fender well or that fender right here. All the fuses now for the chassis is in this box right here. 2 clips, pops out. Again, let me just show you. So this pops out, and then now you got access to all those fuses, and again, a little map of where they're located and what they are. The positive and negative studs have been pushed a little way back, closer to that back wall. So you have your positive and negative studs. On the other ones, you'll find it a little bit closer over here, but now it's been shifted back a little bit. Let's go walk out to the other side. And of course, on this side, you got your filter, radiator fluid, you got your window washer wiper fluid here, and your air dryer system over here. So again, everything is right there so you can see, very easy to work on. Again, you can take it to any Freightliner dealership throughout the United States and even in Canada, bring it over there, and then of course they could take care of any warranty claims when it comes to the Freightliner chassis. As you guys can see now, it does have that soft close. You got tie straps on either side. We're just gonna come back to the front here for a little bit. And if we check the windshield, above that, another thing that's different, you will find sensors up here in the camera. So those here, you do have rain sensor on this one, automatic rain sensor, so the wipers will come on automatically. It's kind of a blurry look right now, but again, you do have a camera here for lane departure warning, so that you do have access to that as well. So tons of safety features up here on the Plus models. You still have that breakaway mirror. Again, if in case you hit a branch or you hit a tree, again, this will not get damaged. It will actually push itself in. You come back out, pull it back in place. Again, maybe you might ding the mirrors a little bit, but you don't have to change the whole arm. Very easy to change those mirrors. Again, you could take it to any Freightliner dealership as well and get that worked on. The top mirrors are heated and electric. The bottom ones are manual, so you come down here and adjust it as needed. Again, our summit holder design on the step. You do have your one of your 50-gallon tanks on this side, on another 50 on the other side, so you have 100 gallons of diesel total and a 6-gallon DEF tank. This one is fully air brakes. It does come on air ride cab. You do have rear air suspension. You do have air ride seats. So on this particular interior, we did it similar to one of the 23s we had, with the interior being that black seat with that red insert. A lot of people have loved that design. So I went in and designed this particular truck that same way. But again, as you guys can see, the interior is way different now than what you accustomed of seeing on our 2023s to our early 2024 models. But once we go inside, I will kind of make you guys see a better view. But again, you do have that air ride seat, lumbar system, and heated seats. We do have some that come with massaging seats. We do have some that comes with heated and cool seats. So just let us know what you're looking for. Right underneath that driver's seat, you have your battery disconnect switch. That one, you will kill all power going to that truck. If in case you are out for a long time, you're not going to be driving it. Super easy to disconnect and have it stored away. With the newer Freightliners, the Freightliner has its own fob now. As you guys can see, it does have that little light feature. It's almost like a panic to kind of see where your truck is located. And then you have your unlock and lock feature on here. So again, very easy. Still on the ground level, you can stay down here, turn on the vehicle, make it warm up while you get all set up. Or you could actually add auto start to those trucks as well. So a lot of people didn't know that could happen. You can add auto start to those units. With those guys who put it in for us, they've done an amazing job, because with diesel vehicles, you need that warm up, feature to happen before the truck actually starts. So they do have that timer on there that will actually cycle through and then start up the truck. So it does have that option, so you could add that to that after the fact. So if in case you guys want a vehicle like that, want that option on this unit, just let me know before you deliver or before you pick it up. We could get all that set up through our local shop in town who does that for us. Again, the door panel is a little bit different as well. We stick with the Freightliner design. It does have that pocket in the front, so you could add smaller items in here. Again, speakers on here, and of course, this one does have that carbon fiber feature. Since we're out here and we're closer, if we just come closer to here. So with these features up here, it's a little bit different, because right now you're only seeing 2 window switches, but right up here you'll see the little rear window switch here. If you put that into rear and you toggle those, this will actually bring down the back windows. If you want the front windows, you're going to deactivate that rear switch, and then you have access to only the front windows. So another feature that is pretty cool with the new 24s or the 24 pluses is the fact that you have one push automatic windows. So with one push, all those windows will go down. When I go to the rear, I could pull those switches down, and those rear windows will go down automatically. It's only that one push going down. The one push coming up is not a feature as yet, you do have to hold on to that switch until the windows go all the way up. But that one switch feature going down is super easy, super nice, especially when you have hot conditions and you just want that air to come in. Quick release, you know, you don't have to worry about those windows again. Again, deactivate the back, you have access to the front. So less switches on your door, but you have that feature on here as well. Another cool feature is all doors have a power lock. So each door has a power lock and power unlock. So if in case you need to lock the doors, you could do it on any door you have here. So just for example, if we just look up here, you will see that feature with your window switch, and then you have your lock and unlock button on the doors. So on all 4 doors, you have that feature. 4 points of entry. You got the handle of the door. You got that handle up here, and of course you have the handle out here. Very easy to go in and out of this truck. And of course, you do have that rear bench with that same two-tone feature. Leather seats, very comfortable. And as we look on the door here, driver, passenger, you do have a switch right here, and that will allow you to bring down those seats or bring it all the way flat. And then now you could actually raise it once you don't need that. I remember whenever you're doing that switch, whenever you bring in this sit down, remember you shouldn't have any weight on top of that. The motor that transitioned from the bench to the bed is not a strong motor that will have weight on here to actually bring it flat. So remember, don't have too much weight on this, or don't have any weight at all while you switch in that function. The batteries are located underneath that back seat. So you do have 1, 2, 3, 4 holes that will take this out, and then you have access to your batteries. This is your battery conditioner right here. Any 110 plug-in. While you're out on vacation and you just want your batteries to keep charge, you could run that into a 110 plug-in. Let your batteries trickle charge while you're away. So when you come back, you don't have any dead batteries. And of course, with the fact that you could use that battery disconnect switch to kill all electric going into the vehicle. Nice storage box. It does have an airline system for adding air to your tires. And of course, you have this long cord here, a long hose to run your air to your tires. All those are lockable. You do have that seal here for moisture going in and out of this. And of course, it is lockable. So all the back storage will use the same key. And then you do have a key for your fuel tanks. Dual wheels in the back. We do put auto balancers on every single unit that we have on the Summit hauler side. So we do have this disc on all 4 corners. Again, it will auto balance the vehicle, give you longer lasting tires, and of course, give you that auto balancing while you're driving. As we move on to the back, again, the design has been switched up a little bit here. A lot of people have requested a stronger hitch on the rear of this truck, so we went with a Gen Y system. It is an adjustable bumper hitch. Again, it could go all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom. This one is a 30,000 pound hitch. You do have a 2-inch and a 2 5/16 ball here. You could actually turn it over, depends on what you need. And of course, if you want to change out that hitch as well, you could actually do that. The 2-inch is about 16,000 pounds, and I think the 2 5/16 is about 30,000 pounds. So you have enough towing capacity on that back end here. Again, it is adjustable for whatever trailer you're going to be towing. So a lot of people have requested that bigger hitch, so we started doing it on our newer 2024 Plus models. Again, access to your 7-pin hookup pair for your trailer for your bumper pull. Another 7-pin hookup pair for your trailer up here. Right now you can see there is no hitch on here, but it is pre-drilled for either a gooseneck ball or for the popular Hensley trailer saver hitch that we always have in stock here at this location. Again, because of that hitch being in that in the center, we did put or relocate our license plate to that driver's side as well, so both license plates will be on that driver's side area. Again, it is lit. You have LED lights throughout that back end and throughout the whole truck, so those lights will not draw too much power. And of course, you do have that line, that strip here for your tie downs, and that access in the back, because those strips stops right here. It gives you enough room here to add a storage box, so that's why we kind of stop this hitch right here, or the tie downs right here, so you could have space to either put your storage box if you decide to order one, or you have areas here to even extend those strips if in case you want to tie down your four-wheelers or your motorcycles or whatever you decide to put on this bed. Again, we do have a 10-inch longer wheelbase, so instead of a 187 we have a 197 wheelbase on our trucks. Gives you a longer bed. This bed is around 10 feet and change. The next time we do a video comparing the 106s regular and the 106 plus, I'll bring out a tape measure to kind of give you guys an idea of the full length of that flatbed on that truck, the height of those side rails, and give you an idea of all the measurements that you typically ask for. Over here you have your other 50-gallon diesel, and again, like I said, it is lockable. So right now let's jump inside, kind of show you some of the differences between the newer models on the plus side. Look, if we just take a look at that back, on the back roof, there is some holes in the wall or in the roof area there. So a lot of customers question those little holes in there. It looks like something is missing. It's not. Those were designed to actually air out the roof. So that covering over here, those holes just allows that airflow to not stick in that roof and kind of just circulate through. So nothing is missing there. It's all part of the design. And right now we're just gonna, as you guys can see, on the plus models, they have get away from the curved dash that we all come to love. So that feature is out. So now we have the flat dash, so we had to redesign our center console. And as you guys can see, we do have a little area here for smaller items. As we come up here, we do have your AC control for your cab. I just started the truck, it's so quiet. As we come here, we have a few different buttons here. You got your hazard lights, you got your dome light, footwell lights, your pre-trip inspection. This one here will turn on your cargo light in the back end of this truck. So you have 4 white lights in the back. So if in case you need to work at night and you need more light, you're gonna turn that switch on. And then all your safety options here, again, you got your lane departure off, you got your traction control, you got your shadow override. That's for an emergency if in case something happens to the truck and you need to drive away or try to park it on the side of the road. You put it in shadow override, it will give you enough power to actually move to the side of the road or in a safe location. I think it will go to about 5 miles per hour, something like that. But again, a nice little feature here just in case something does go wrong and the truck stops and you need to pull onto the side of the road. You do have your red differential lock switch here, and of course your red dump valve over here. Over here you have your USB plug-in with your HDMI that will correspond with your Stinger stereo to give you Android and Apple capability. And of course, you got 2 charging ports here. You have your USB-C charging up here, and you have a 12 volt down here. Again, carbon fiber dip throughout the interior. And what you guys could see a little bit different right now is the fact that we don't have an Allison keypad or tab over here anymore. Everything is in this armrest over here, or this level over here. So you have your N for neutral, R for reverse, and D for drive. This little switch here will put this vehicle in drive. Your parking brake down, and you're ready to hit the road. You flip down to neutral or reverse, parking brake is down, we're ready to back up. Back to neutral, parking brake up, you in park. So a little bit different, very easy to control. Another thing that is incorporated in this one as well is your manual mode. So if you want to go from automatic to manual, you can actually push this down to M, and that will be manual, and then you could shift up and shift down as needed. Well, you actually shift this way and back down this way. So back to automatic up here. So now with this feature going up and down, you have your engine brake. So there's no more switches for your engine brake on your dash. Everything is in one over here with the same feature for your drive and neutral and reverse. If you go for all the way up, now your engine brake is off. If I bring it down, you will see the engine brake feature turns on here, and then it has 3 levels: high, medium, and low. The screen up here, or your cluster up here, is a little bit different. Now you have a digital screen up here that you could go through different settings. You got your odometer reading right now is 950 miles. You got your speedometer over here. You have a digital one as well, so you could actually see everything here. Your temperature outside is 71 degrees outside. As we move on to over here, your air supply or your air compressor PSI, you do have 2 needles, a blue one and a white one. So this is incorporated in one area instead of having multiple different clusters. The blue will be your secondary, and you'll see a little blue sign here showing an S. This is your secondary pin, so that blue will correspond with the secondary, and the white one will be your primary air. Your water, your miles per hour over here. Your depth and fuel will be in the same area as well, so you have 2 needles. The white one, as it corresponds to the white fuel lettering over there, will be for your fuel. And then the DEF, or your depth fluid, will be your blue needle. And again, you can see it corresponds to the blue lettering over here. So blue for blue, white for white. Then of course you have your oil, and then you have your RPMs up here. Your light options are no longer normal switch. Right now it's a turn. So your headlights, parking lights off. This one does come with daytime running lights like you have on your regular Freightliner. So during the day, you'll have your daytime running lights. Once nighttime comes, you're gonna flip this on. But on the 112s has the automatic light. I don't know why they haven't incorporated it in the 106s as yet. But again, that's a good little feature to have on that 112. But on this one, you will have to turn these lights on like you do on your regular. We already talked about the door switches. The steering wheel does have a few options here. You have your cruise control on this side. You got your toggle switch here for your cluster. Again, you could go for different settings on here. You could go to your speed, you could go to your gauges. You have so many different gauges up here. Now you can see your PSI on your tires. And then you could go again, active codes. That just gave me that the code telling me that I have low fuel. So I will get that all topped off. Then we could go back. Oh, let's go back to there. So if there's any active codes or any messages, that's what it will tell you. Once you press OK, it will give you that message what it is. So for my active code, that means my fuel level is low. So going down, you can see your different diagnostics. You can go down, check your engine hours, check your oil life, transmission health, filter health, and all that stuff. So tons of different options here, tons of different features, which is cool. Again, we do still have that red arc trailer brake system here. This system comes in very handy, very easy to operate. Right above that is our sub knob. Our subwoofer is now located in that between that center console. It's no longer underneath the back seat. Because of that room underneath there, a lot of people like the extra room to put stuff underneath there. So we removed the subwoofer there and added it and incorporated it inside that center console. So that's your sub knob for your bass. When it comes to the stereo sound system here, you do have Apple, Android capability, AM, FM, and Bluetooth technology. You could add more cameras to this unit if you want. We don't have any cameras incorporated in our Stinger stereo sound system. I've had some customers ask about that. The reason why, we have a separate screen above your head. This is your screen for your cameras, separate from your stereo. We don't incorporate that. If you want to do that, that's something you could do aftermarket. But again, having that separate system up here, you don't have to worry about putting that vehicle in reverse and having that camera pop up. You could actually have the camera on 24/7 while you're driving. You could toggle through your different cameras by this switch right here. We got 4 total cameras that could be added onto the screen. Custom comes with 1. If you want to put a bumper pull camera, we could get that done here as well. Or if you want to build a truck, we could get it incorporated into the build. But again, if you have 3 cameras on here, you can see 1, 2, and 3. And then if you have 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All of them will show up at once, or you could toggle through them individually, depending on what you need. So if you want to back onto your trailer, you could go to camera 2. You will see that feed up here and back into your trailer. Apart from that, if this is too much, too bright for you, you could turn it off. There is a power button up here. You could actually turn it off. And if in case you have those cameras that does have a microphone, it does have a little speaker here that will actually make you hear what's happening in the back. I've seen some units come with that camera with the microphone. I think it's I think it's kind of crazy to have a microphone on one of those. You know, you just want to hear that noise while you're driving, that wind noise. So it's kind of weird having that feature. But again, there's some people that love that stuff. Again, you do have a pocket here for storage. I put those papers in here just to show you. You want a trip, you just want to store your documents up here. You got another little area here for your passenger. If he or she wants to put the phone in here, that happens. You got a nice little tray up here with a little pocket. And I use this pocket and I will put my phone up here. You know, you could sit down, you could drive with your phone up here. This will not, I've driven on the freeway with this. It doesn't shake much at all when you're driving. You could actually put it sideways as well. So if in case you want to use your navigation on this and not use the Apple for some reason, maybe you forgot your cord that will go into the USB up here, and you just want to use your navigation, you could do that just by sitting your phone like that. But again, there's so many different options, so many different stuff that could fit within here. I'm sure a regular iPad could sit in here as well. So if in case you are sit on the side of the road and you just want to watch a little movie or whatever, I'm sure your iPad could sit in there very easily. But you have cup holders here, a nice little storage box in here with a light feature that will turn on. And one thing I didn't mention, again, with the new stuff that's going on, the fuses for your trailer lights and all that is now located back here. You have to pop this out and you will find all your fuses in here for your trailers, for your trailer lights, your trailer brakes, your signal lights, all that will be underneath here. Everything for the conversion will be on that back wall behind the back bench. Let's point this out before we end this video, kind of show you guys where it is. I'll open it up for you. And that's some of the differences when it comes to the Freightliners I wanted to mention. You do have that access point. If you just look underneath here with those yellow tabs, this is where your conversion fuses are. So for your stereo, your rear bench seat for those lights we have in there. All the conversion stuff is located, all the fuses are located back there. And of course, over here, you're gonna pop this out, and then you have all your relay fuses here. And again, it will tell you all the different options for the fuses for that back. So no more struggling with the rear bench and trying to access those fuses on the back wall. I know a lot of customers sometimes get a blown fuse on the trailer or on the 7-pin hookup, and they have to try to get in the back there and kind of like, you know, this makes it way easier to access those fuses right up front. Again, Freightliner have thought about that and realized customers complain sometimes on those. So very nice addition here, having those fuses in a more accessible area. Again, it's the 2024 Freightliner M2 106 Summit Hauler conversion. It is the Plus model. This one is available as we speak. Again, new features when it comes to safety, when it comes to the rear hitch being more biffed up, having a more heavier towing capacity on this truck. If you guys are interested, my number is at the bottom of the screen with my email. Feel free to reach out, call, text, email, and I'll definitely respond to you guys. On our 2024 models, we do have long-term financing on a personal name, up to 20 years. On the 23s and on the 24s on a business name, we do have competitive financing as well. We do take in trade-ins, we do offer delivery, and of course, we are here for you if you need us. So in the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in today, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great week.